to be able to see me if you want to. You can block that off with a postcard or something. But you'll be able to see the screen on the radio and see what other people's signals are compared to yours. You'll also be able to hear stations you might not otherwise hear. You can also go to groups.io, and that's groups.io. Put our MJSS into that. And you can sign up for our email system, which is a nice reminder system. It's also a good place to ask technical questions and sell equipment. We've got about 200 people in there. Some pretty smart to answer those questions, whether it's antennas or feed line or propagation or just any number of things. Like I said, we've got a really big crowd here. I think we have probably, I'm guessing because I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure we have the largest email list for hams here in Middle Tennessee. Also, you can, let's see, what's the last thing? Oh, you can send me an email if you have any questions, if you haven't figured out the other stuff yet. And it's k4pew@arrl.net. Is there any, let's see, announcements? Don't forget the Sunday Night Net at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on 10 meters. Try mode net. No, not to try, just a TRI mode net. It's on 10 meters, and it starts out on 28.415 upper sideband and moves on to FM, and then it moves on to C4 FM. So it's very good net. Mike's been doing that for nigh on 6 years, I think. Is there any other announcements? Alrighty, I think we covered that. The only big announcements I have are way down the road, though. I mean, those like for the Hamfest in Huntsville and the Hamfest in Lebanon, and we just went past the. I don't think there's any between now and then. Tullahoma, maybe? Is that coming up? I don't know. If it is, somebody let me know. Alrighty. I don't know. Maybe we just get started. This is net number 1,195. It's on, in case anybody had any doubt, it's on March the 14th, 2026, the day after Friday the 13th. Not the movie, the day. And we're starting from the south, but first we're going to take check-ins from mobile, first time, or short on time.
KM4, TJF.
Very good. Short on money, time, energy?
All the above. 4G.
Yeah, hold on one second, Jeff. I got Rick on the line at the moment. That's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. But hold on, Jeff. Everything okay, Rick?
Yeah, everything's good, Paul. Thanks for what you do, man.
All righty. If I figure out what I'll do, I'll appreciate it. Anything else for the net?
No, I think not. KM4, TJF. Thank you, Paul.
Very good. That's Rick. He's over in West Ashland City, out in the western, I'll call it the distant suburbs. Jeff, how you doing tonight?
Okay, Paul. I couldn't hear Rick at all. He didn't even break the squelch where I'm at, so that's why I came in there. But anyway, I'm doing all right, I guess. Just kind of hanging out. So here I am.
All right, but you're hanging in there tonight.
Yeah, like a loose tooth.
Well, you know how you solve that is you just tie a string around it and yank it out with a door.
Yeah, I guess it's better than a hair and a biscuit.
No, I think the hair and the biscuit's a better analogy than a loose tooth, man. Loose tooth, you can never keep your tongue off of it.
No, it's aggravating, just something just to irritate you. Remember that was when we were kids losing our teeth, It's just something just to irritate you till it came out. Anyway, I just, just checking in. I don't know how long I can stay up. I've been up since about 1:30 this morning, so I don't want to go and get on the roll or get on the roster or whatever before I drift off.
Oh, I hear you. Well, I hope everything's good for you. Anything else for the net?
No, Paul, that's about it. So I'll let you continue on. WY4G.
Very good. That's Jeff in Madison. Great signal as always. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Who else is short on time mobile or first time checking?
KQ4AET, short on time.
Hello, Chris. How are you doing?
Not bad, man. Just going to get in and get out. Went to the Tullahoma Festival this morning. It was small but good. I picked up a couple of doodads, and then I got to be off to get the kids to bed.
That's too far to drive for a couple of doodads, you know that.
Yeah, but I got to talk radio with a bunch of folks that I wouldn't have normally.
Oh, I got you. No, it's good. That's one of the best reasons to go to a ham fest is just hang out with the homies in ham radio.
Yep, eyeball QSOs.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Chris?
Yes, sir. Thanks for running it as always, 73.
Very good. That's Chris. He is in down south of me, about 6 miles maybe. And a good signal here. Who that was Kilo Quebec for Alpha Echo Tango. Who else is short on time mobile or first time?
KE4TWI.
Okay, we had 2 in there, but Wes won. Everything good, Wes?
Yep. I'm exhausted here. We're gonna sit down and watch a family movie that's ready to start. So nothing wrong here. Just a full day of sun, and then snow tomorrow. So everything's good here in Possum Town. KE4TWI.
Yeah, very good. That's Wes. He's over in Possum Town. Not many people would own up to that, living in Possum Town. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. It's a pretty cool name, though. I like it. It's almost as bad as Possum Trot down there west of Murfreesboro ways. I kind of like that name better, Possum Trot. Whoever came up with that name. Who else is? Who's the other station then? Just to anything good.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
Hey, where you been, Doug?
Oh man, I've been there. I've been everywhere. Just listen to that old Johnny Cash song. Been working on the camper today, trying to get ready for camping season. Programming this new radio. I've got a new ICOM 7100, and trying to get a Windows 11 installed in my little laptop, and it's driving me nuts.
Well, I'm sure you verified that the laptop would accept it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did, and it said everything looks good, and now it's just kind of stuck in the middle, and it's telling me it needs another 9.8 gigs of free space, and I don't have it to give.
Wow. Why would it need that much space?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And before it would even let me start, I had to clear up just about everything that I had stored in there and give it more space on the hard drive. Plus, put a remote or a thumb drive in it with some more space. But I don't know. I'll deal with it tomorrow. But I'm tired, and the wife's called me in for dinner, so I got to be a short timer tonight. But hey, just wanted to check in and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, very good, Doug. It's just Microsoft's way of saying, hey, you need a new computer.
Well, you ain't wrong about that, because it has Windows 10 on it. They said, oh, no. We're not going to support that anymore. You need to upgrade to Windows 11, and your unit qualifies for it.
And 12 probably isn't that far down the road.
Probably not. All right, I'm going to get off here. Listen, thanks again, Paul, for running this net. It's a lot of fun, and love hearing everybody on there, and we'll talk to you later, KO4MKD.
Yeah, very good. That's Doug. He's up in Greenbrier. Did I get that right?
You got it perfectly.
Man, oh man. I hit just like out a pinball machine. I hit the right button. That was Doug in Greenbrier. Kilo Oscar 4 Mike Kilo Delta. He does a lot of parks on the air. Good deal. Who else is short on time mobile or first time checking? I'm guessing that's Larry. Does anybody know who that was? Because I hear it, but I couldn't copy who it was. Can't get a little help anywhere? Mike, you're not copying that?
Yeah, it's really garbled. I'm pretty sure that's Larry.
Well, it sounds like Larry's hash. That's what it said. Larry, I got you in there if that's you. Even if it isn't, you're in there. That was Larry. KE4SYV, I believe. That's taking that on faith right there. KE4SYV. Larry, appreciate you doing the D-Star net. I believe they had 6 on D-Star tonight. We had 7 on DMR, which was kind of a surprise. How many do we have on the C4FM, Mike?
12.
12. Man, that's a good number. All righty. We can see who keeps winning every week, that's for sure. Who else is, let's see, we're going to move on to where we were started. From the south, please come now. KF4, KFQ. Everything good on your end of the street?
Absolutely. I'm shooting pictures.
Yeah, that's terrific. The pictures are really great, by the way. I mean, I put a like, but that doesn't do it justice to hit something I like. By the way, did you get a crowd for the? Wasn't that this today for your massive park cleanup?
No, it's the last Saturday of the month, the 28th, I believe.
You mean the 28th of last month?
No, the 28th of this month.
Okay, very good. You didn't already hold one, or did you?
No, we'll be holding it the last Saturday of this month.
You expect a massive turnout, do you?
Probably 5 or 6. That's typical.
pretty massive.
Well, I guess, yeah. But, everybody is, hey, yeah, get a boy, go get him, da-da-da, but they don't show up.
Well, it's not like it's not like it's 8 hours worth of work, you know.
Well, that's true, but to the person, every year, to the person, they come back and they're going, my gosh, I did not realize there was this much trash just on the sides of the roads here in our neighborhood.
Well, yeah, I understand that. People, they don't pay much attention, and that's generally true. That drivers are often oblivious to more than the trash.
Well, it's Tony's axiom. For every piece you see driving by, there's 4 you don't.
I'm sure that's true. Plus a carcass of some kind of animal.
That's right. But no, I'm shooting MJSS 4490 tonight. I know that doesn't mean anything to you. In the constellation Canis Vernacii. So, I don't know. I've got a lot of Smyrna City lights tonight I'm battling. I've tried to filter them out, but I don't know. Smyrna tonight, for whatever reason, I got a lot of lights. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to share pictures with the group, go ahead. I don't care. I'm learning, so I see stuff wrong with them, but that's what every person that does anything, they see more wrong with it than other people. So there you go.
Yeah, but there's something else they don't see, and that's they don't realize how much work goes into that photo.
Oh yeah. In fact, it took. I was shooting darks tonight, which, as a ham, you would appreciate. I have to shoot darks based on the temperatures to remove all the electronic noise that's in the camera itself. And every time I have a temperature change, I have to either already have that dark file on file to be able to subtract it out, or I have to stop everything and shoot that dark.
Wow. Sounds complicated to me.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's it's whatever it is. But once you get it all set up and running, it's a lot like watching paint dry.
Yeah, but the results are good.
Yeah, they're getting there. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to get tonight. I really don't. But I don't know. Anyway, but if you want to share them with the group, that's fine with me. Or share the concerts. That's fine. I don't know if you read the one with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones we went to Tuesday night, I think.
No, I did not see that one. I'll make a point to go look at it. Sometimes I get to them a little late because I'm so busy doing nothing, you know.
Yeah, you need to get out more. KF450.
That was Tony. That is Tony down in Smyrna, KF4KFQ, and he's an active taker of pictures, and that's a simple way of putting it. It often takes hours to get an image of things in the outer limits of stardom. All right, you can see him on Facebook if you just connect with Tony. If you look up Tony Proctor on Facebook, you'll see it. He's got some really nice pictures, I got to say. You almost think they came from NASA. All righty, who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor.
Oh, that's funny. I've already got you in there, but I thought it was you. It was somebody with really, I couldn't understand what they were saying, so I thought it was you. But you're a really great signal tonight.
Okay, yeah, I heard you think it was me, so you've got somebody else out there you need to check in so you know who it is. I'll let you get on with it, Paul. Okay, you boys, well.
Okay, one more time. I heard that KR4 station. Who was that?
IDJ.
Oh, very good. You were covered up a little bit by Larry down there in Rockville. Well, very good. How are you doing tonight there, Echo?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I couldn't be any better for a kind of an old man.
Yeah. I also went down to the Tullahoma Ham Fest. Tell AET I said hi because I talked to him.
Oh, very good. Well, if you talk to him, I think Chris already took off. He was in the midst of something when he got on the air, so I don't think he's still out there. Besides, he'd be able to hear you from where you are because he's just south of us, about 5 miles.
Oh, yeah, I heard him loud and clear, perfectly loud and clear. Well, I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to let you do your thing.
right, very good, Echo. That's Kilo Romeo 4 India Delta Juliet here in the Gladeville, Mount Juliet area. Who else is south or south? Anybody east?
KM4YRF.
Yeah. Was that the first time your DMR radio crapped out when you hit the push to talk button?
No, it happened. It happened last Saturday too, and I'm not sure what the deal is, so I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Has to be. It almost sounds like a power supply. Not enough power.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be the fuse holder. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow.
I got one you can have.
I've got several.
Oh, I meant the one I took out. It's still good.
Yeah, it's a little ugly.
Yeah, a little ugly is putting it mildly. I sent it out to the group, by the way, so everybody can send out a picture of a fuse holder. It appears to be a fuse holder and a fuse, but it looks like it was hit with a blowtorch. It really is melted. But it wasn't. It was just still working when I took it out, and I just put in another fuse holder. So anyway, anything else, Mike?
Yeah, I can't believe it was still working, but Steve Junis K4WKU is in and out.
Oh, very good. K4WK, that's Steve. And Steve in Bowling Green. Very good. Glad to have you in there, Steve, if you're still listening. Anything else, Michael?
That's all for me, Paul. Back to net control.
Very good. By the way, I was thanking Stinky Mike for filling in for me, which really isn't a good word. He just does the net on Wednesday nights. He doesn't, not really filling in for me. It's not like he's a guest host. He is a host. Net control. Net host? Yeah, it sounds good. Anyway, that was Mike KM4YRF here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east? Hold on, Jimmy. KM4HQE. How you doing, Stan?
Doing pretty well, Paul. How about you?
Doing pretty good. You haven't made it to Tullahoma today, did you?
No, I didn't go.
Nah, that's a bridge too far for me. If I go to, you know the deal. I'd rather go to Huntsville and see a massive ham fest than drive an hour and a half to a little one.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Anything good for the net?
No, that's all, Paul. Back to the net. KM4HQE.
All right, that's Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he is in Lebanon. Who else? There was somebody else in. Who was that? That was. Oh, Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy?
You went through the South so fast that Grant took Richmond. It's like, good Lord, pause a second there. Let's let some of us get to our microphones.
You're supposed to be standing there at the very ready, finger right on the trigger, man. You know the deal.
Well, I was, but, you're not the only game in town.
Oh, there's another game?
Yes, sir. I'm on 160 meters right now, chat.
Oh, I see. I see. You're playing both sides of the fence. I got it.
Yeah, I can do that. Anyways, went down to Tullahoma today. For me, it's not that far. It's not as far as going to breakfast with y'all, I'll tell you that. Seen Robin. Apparently, it's been a while since Robin and I have seen each other because he barely recognized me, but finally made the connection. It was good to see him. Put some other faces to names and call signs down there, so it was a nice small ham fest. It really is. It was nice. It was a nice get together. We had a good time. At least I did, anyways. Really don't have anything else for the net. The weather's very nice, and hopefully it'll stay that way. But we can't be so lucky. KE4TYJ.
Remember, there's only 3 reasons to go to a ham fest. I think you already know. Well, there's actually 4. One is the excuse is always you're going to find some connectors. That's usually the big issue. But the 3 reasons to go, aside from the connectors, are it's the cuisine, of course, really haute cuisine. I think it's called haute. And then there's the fashion trends, current fashion trends. They change every year. And then, of course, the babes.
Well, yeah, you can't go wrong in all them. We had good cuisine. Of course, I know where the good gas stations are to sell the best sushi.
Gas station sushi?
No, gas station tenderloin biscuits. I know where they are.
Awesome. Yeah, that's true. If you really do, if you do any amount of traveling, you do know where to stop for the best coffee, etc.
Yeah, that is my route area, so I know all the good spots.
Oh, I'm sure. Except it's a lot easier if you're doing it on your motorcycle or a car.
Oh, absolutely. Nope, I had a good good time, had a good trip, and it wasn't long to get there and come back. And I think I was back by 1:30. We stopped and had lunch, and had a lovely time. So I can't really say anything bad. It was just, I didn't find anything there that I couldn't live without. So I didn't purchase anything.
Yeah, the best way to go is leave the credit cards and the cash at home.
Well, you know, there might be something you just had to have and can't live without. There is that a possibility.
Oh, I know it. Is anything else for that, Jimmy?
I know, sir, you're doing a great job. I thank you. At least you were doing a great job till you just closed up shop real quick on the people down here in the South.
Well, you know, there aren't any rules. So if no rules for you and there's no rules for me, if I go quickly through an area, there's nothing stopping you from the no rules issue of checking in anytime you want to.
Yeah, I pretty much had to catch up and jump in the eastern side, but that's okay. It's all good fun. I enjoy it, have a good time. Anyways, I'll let you get back. Thanks again, Paul. Really, all joking aside, good job. KE4TYJ.
Yeah, very good. That's Jimmy, and he is in Woodbury, or near Woodbury, I should say. He's actually north of Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He's in screaming distance of the 9-1 machine down there. You can probably hear it without having the radio on. Who else is south or east? Oh. Somebody there? I hear somebody breaking squelch. Is there somebody there? Is anybody hearing anybody there? Alrighty, I gave that enough time. I don't want to be chewed out by Jimmy again. Who else is east or north?
KD4JON.
KD4GON. Danny, you doing well?
Oh, yeah.
Anything good on the home front or work front for you?
We got up early and went to the Hamfest today.
Oh, yeah. Did you find anything you couldn't live without?
No. Got to see a bunch of people I've never met and talked to on the radio, and then we went to a flea market after that, and the wife bought some stuff and took her time coming home.
Cool. Well, for you, it's even farther. That must take you, what, 2 hours total to get down there?
It was a good drive, yeah.
Yeah, well, for a professional driver like yourself, that's nothing.
Yeah, it was a good day.
No, it's always a good day. I mean, did you take the X-Wild with you, obviously, to the Hamfest?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess you did if you're in the car. You couldn't leave her in the car, could you?
No. Well, today was the first day that we didn't have the grandkids on the weekend, so she works from home. So I thought, you need to get out of the house.
Yeah, it really is interesting to have your grandchildren around. It's nice to not have them around, but at the same time, it's tough to not have them near. It's you get used to it,
Right.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm sure. Actually, I don't have any grandchildren close to me, but having children around, I want to say it. They can be annoying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Very good. I'm not saying your grandchildren are annoying. I'm sure they're delightful all the time.
Not evil. No, they're fine.
They're just normal kids, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're 4 and under.
Oh, well, you got to keep your eyes open with them, huh?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember those days. I really do. I haven't had a 4-year-old around the house in 36 years, if you can imagine that.
Oh, wow. It's different, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Anything else, Danny?
No, that's it. I'll catch you later.
All righty. We'll see you on the 144-240 net. That was Danny. He's in Station Camp, Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar, November. Who else is north?
KD4CVE.
Kilo. There was a couple in there, but I got Greg 1, KD4CVE. Everything well?
Yeah, doing good. Enjoying the night sky, which is good here tonight, and the mild temperatures because it won't be tomorrow.
Man, can you imagine it's going to be down into the 20s Monday night or Tuesday morning, whatever it is?
Yeah, I think 2 nights in a row in the 20s. I think I saw it.
That's crazy. It went from this to that in a couple of days.
Yeah, but like I keep telling people, it's still winter.
Oh, yeah, well, Jack said it best. He was talking about somebody who's gardening, and he goes, he doesn't realize that it's not winter's not over yet.
You're looking, the experts always say April 6th, but I think it's more like a week later.
Yeah, well, it's now I've lived in the South so long, I get used to this weather, and it's to have it get cold again after it gets warm, and trees are buds all over the trees. My oak tree and the maple tree are covered with buds.
Oh yeah, it's looking good. I think didn't 1 year it fooled him, and then it got cold and killed all the buds.
It did, and it did. In fact, at 1 year, it was a few years ago, I had about a dozen frogs in the frog pound. It warmed up, they all came up, and then it froze, and they all died because it caught them with their pants down, you know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Katie 4CV.
Very good. That's Greg. He's in Hendersonville, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie, Victor Echo. But just a reminder, he used to live in Antioch, so he upgraded. He was moving on up north and up to a great neighborhood up there in Hendersonville. Who else is north?
WB0NOO.
Well, it was good to see you this morning there, Mark.
Yeah, it was good to see you. Good group. Long breakfast.
Well, as long as the conversation's good. I mean, I'm just glad. You notice they stopped serving us coffee after a little while.
Yeah. When she comes over and picks up her tip money, you pretty much know that it's over.
Yeah, it's like saying get out.
Yeah, you always wonder about buffets, how, some people could come for breakfast and stay for lunch.
Well, it's evident by the crowd that many do.
Yeah, I suppose they do. But I'm still full from breakfast, so that's the bad thing about that place is I get carried away.
Well, that's the biggest meal I have all week, and because of that, I have a very, I mean, I'd have like a glass of milk and a snack, a very small snack on Friday night, because I don't eat lunch. And then today, I don't eat anything after breakfast, and I just had a glass of milk about an hour ago, because I just can't eat that much food anymore. I just can't do it. And I still am 240 pounds. I haven't figured that out yet.
Yep. Well, you don't burn it up like you used to. So, I guess that's all there is to that. I don't know. But it was good. Nice to see everybody. I hadn't been for a while, so it's good to catch up.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're doing. Looks like you're doing well, and I'm glad you are. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar, and he is in he's up by the beach. He says not a very good beach this time of year, but it's up by the beach on the Cumberland, Lake Cumberland, Cumberland Lake, Cumberland River, whatever it's called. I guess down after the dam it's a river, and up above the dam it's a lake, I guess. Who else is north?
K84VW.
K84VUW. What's up, Carlin?
Oh, I sent you a link to your Yahoo address.
Okay, sounds good. Nothing dangerous is there, is it?
Oh no, that radio I was telling you about over on the other net a while ago. I just sent the site to you, so it's linked directly to that product, so you can take a look at it. Not trying to sell it, just so you can see it. Anyway, that photo of the inside of the BTAC, if you would send that to my email, because there was a link down there to Yahoo something, and I went to that link, and it wanted me to sign in and all this stuff, and I thought, sorry, I ain't doing it.
Oh, I got you. I didn't realize I hadn't. I did it off my phone. That's why I got messed up. I'll send a new one to you. Anyway, anything else good for the net, Carlin? So?
Well, one question is your ARRL account on your phone? Because I tried to send some stuff back, and it kept bouncing it back to my computer saying it was undeliverable. And I was using the ARRL address. And the next thing that I told you I sent you a minute ago, I sent it through your Yahoo, and that went through. But anything through the ARRL would bounce back. So I'm assuming that's your phone.
No, that's all of the mail that I have from the K4PEW address and the Wilazinski at yahoo.com and the brain.trust at yahoo.com and what else? Well, those three all go to the same place, my Yahoo account.
Okay, well, I got two addresses saved in my address book where you sent me previous addresses. It added the additional one and the ARRL address. Your call sign at ARRL. If I use that to send something to you, it bounces it right back, says undeliverable.
Oh, that's weird. And it is .net for sure.
It's whatever you sent because it logged it whatever you sent by on ARRL.
Well, I'm kind of guessing that there's something wrong with ARRL because I haven't heard anybody complain about that in the recent past anyway. All right, well, very good. We'll look into that. Anything else good for the net, Carolyn?
Well, we're supposed to get snow Monday. They mentioned the cold. I ain't heard nobody talk about the snow, but they're saying it's going to abruptly turn into snow when that front blows through. So, ain't that going to be fun? I was noticing all the people out here mowing the yards and everything today, and I was thinking, might ought to wait until Thursday. It's going to be back up in the 70s by Thursday.
Yeah, well, when you mention snow, I want to use a famous southern phrase called hush your mouth.
Really? Yeah, well, hush up, and I'll turn it back over to you anyway. Hello to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. KD4VW, turn it back over to net control.
Very good. That's Carlin. He's in Bethpage, Angeltown, Kilo, Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else is north?
KB9RKK.
Oscar Mike India.
Oscar. Okay, hold on one second. We got two in there. Frank. Oscar Mike India. Yeah, I got you in there. How could I forget Oscar Mike India? It is K. Hold on one second. I'm not without looking. It's KD4, right? No, KO4. That's what it is. My memory's almost good. Anyway, hold on with Daniel. Frank, what's up? Good to see you this morning.
Hey, yeah, nice to see you guys and Mark there. And, yeah, we just stayed here kind of long.
Well, fortunately, we didn't keep going back to the bar to get more food. We stayed with what you got.
Yeah, I did good today. I didn't do too crazy. But I agree with you. Well, can't eat really for the rest of the day.
No, it's tough on my system if I do that. I learned that I cannot eat that much. In fact, today I was not a huge meal for me, but I just can't. When I was a kid, I'd stuff myself silly and it didn't matter. But now my digestive tract doesn't like it.
Yeah. Well, talking about the weather, it's might get ugly tomorrow.
Well, I'm hoping. How bad is this supposed to take place? Let's check tomorrow afternoon.
9 p.m. Like 75 mile an hour plus winds. Tornadoes are medium, so it's not too good. In the north, it's gonna get. They're talking 40 something inches up in the upper part of Wisconsin and whatnot.
Oh wow. Well, let's hope it doesn't. We don't have tornadoes and derecho. Derecho, is that the way you say it? Derecho winds? I hope not.
Well, they actually the bigger threat is straight line winds. So trees are going to come down and stuff like that. But mostly it's going to be worse towards Memphis, they think. But yeah, it might get a little ugly, and then it's going to be cold, and then it'll warm up again. Because like they say, it's still not over. I still remember when I got one of my cats. Got ahead of me about 10 years ago. It was snowing this week.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Of course, it happens. Everybody says it does change. When I lived in Rhode Island, they had the same issue. Some days you'd have a week in January where you're walking around in your T-shirt, and of course, a week later you're walking around in snow.
Well, we ended up in Illinois. I remember one year, because when it's hot out in the middle of, on Christmas, you're like, as a kid, you're like, yeah, I'm going to go wear a tank top. I remember running around. It was 62 degrees, which isn't really that warm. But, up there, that's like, whoo, heat wave. It was the weirdest thing. And it happens every once in a while.
Well, that's the kind of weather you remember it well. When you live in a northern climate, like in that, up in like in Chicago or where I grew up in New York, spring is here, when the guy has his top down on his convertible and he's wearing a winter coat and a hat driving down the road with the top down.
Yeah, I had a coworker that did that. He had on the yacht and he'd drive with the windows up, top down, wearing a winter hat or a winter coat. He did that all the time. He was, I guess he wanted to say, this is why I got a convertible. He wanted to justify it, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else for the net, Mr. Frank?
Negative. I'll let you get back over to it. KB.RTK.
Yeah, very good. That was Frank. It is Frank. Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. Danny, you still there?
Yeah, sure am. Sounds like I missed a good breakfast this morning.
Oh, yeah, no, we had a good time. It was a good time. We touched on the majority of the subjects that were necessary to fill the airtime and keep us interested.
Yeah. As long as you solve the problems of the day, that'd be great.
Well, we think we solved the problems.
Oh, no, that is definitely, if someone would come down and listen, they would solve it.
Yeah, I'm sure. They'd see the genius in our conversations, huh?
Absolutely. And you know what? I think we're good for the next couple of days because I think the ice took down all the limbs that were going to fall down anyways.
Well, I sure hope so, because I got some limbs I still need taken care of on my maple. That another ice storm would bring down half the tree, I think.
It's one day to be glad you're in an HOA when they come and take away your limbs for you.
Oh, yeah, well, they do it here in Mount Juliet. They take away everything you put out front, they take them away.
Yeah, you can't beat that. I did hear about you carrying them on the front porch, though.
Carrying them where?
Carry them to the street.
Oh, yeah. I carry them all to the street, of course, but oh my gosh, what a mess, because the guy across the street from me's got a whole bunch of trees, a lot more trees than I do. He had a pile that was about 4 feet high and about 30 feet long, and just nothing but limbs and lumber that he had to drag out of the backyard.
Yeah, yuck. We look at our yard and say, where'd them leaves come from? We don't got any leaves. We don't got any trees because it's a brand new neighborhood.
I got you. Yeah, that's a good thing and a bad thing. I happen to like trees, but they creates more work.
Yeah, it saves on the gutters, but I do like the trees.
Yeah, well, trees are great until like the limbs falling down and almost, one large maple limb fell during that storm, that freeze, the ice storm, and I heard it hit. It was early in the morning, like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I forget what time it was, and I didn't know what it was, but I went out and looked, and in the morning I said, "Man, there's a big tree limb." And it was big. It was about, it wasn't huge. It was about maybe 4 or 5 inches in diameter, and then, but the edge of it, the end of it, grazed the gutter. Thankfully, it was just inches away from knocking the whole gutter off my roof, but it just grazed the gutter. It didn't even. All it left was some leaves scraped against it. I was, oh man, am I glad, because that would have been another expense, I did have some fence damage though, not from the tree limbs falling at it.
I know. And one thing I heard the other day is that, and I've used before, is a slingshot in a tree is a free radio tower.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely is. This maple I have, I think maybe the top limbs are, it's a good 60 or 70 feet up in the air.
Yeah, our largest one out front is not quite as high as the house, so still got to stick an antenna on the roof yet.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Danny?
No, appreciate you doing the net, and carry on. Take you 4-0 mine.
Yep, that's Danny. He is in Hendersonville. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Mike India. Another big signal, of course. They're all big signals really in Hendersonville. Who else is Nora?
AK4GS.
It's AK4GS, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, forgive me, I forgot the name.
It's Rob, Romeo, Oscar, Bravo.
Ah, yes, very good, Rob. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good after I got the yard done.
Oh, you did mow the lawn today?
Yeah, I had a bad battery and a bad weed eater, so I had to replace those.
Oh my gosh, you must have a pretty big yard if you got a radiator on a tractor.
Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah, there's no radio on my air-cooled riding lawnmower.
Yeah, we probably need that here. It gets a little more hotter.
Oh, my yard is already, it's a bunch of wild onions and weeds, and I should have gone out and mowed it today. I said, no, if it's going to get cold Monday, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, mine was pretty thick. I was surprised this early.
Yeah, well, Mother Nature always seems to hold a surprise for us, don't they?
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I mean, I would have never thought the ice storm would hit us again like that, but that was the worst I had seen in my 12 years of living here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out here. It sounded like chandeliers just crashing.
Oh, it was horrible. It really was. I mean, it was pretty, but that doesn't make up for the, busted limbs and busted trees. And I lost some really pretty trees. Well, I didn't lose all of them, but I lost some nice growth on a couple of ornamental trees I had. And it's a pity that it happens that way.
Yeah, it is pretty, but every time I hear a crash, I pucker up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know if you heard on another occasion. I was telling my brother up in Buffalo, New York, where my brother lives. They had the leaves were still on the trees in October. So here's all these live trees. There's thousands of trees, and Buffalo is a very wooded city for as far as the trees go. And they lost because it snowed early in October. It snowed in October, and of course, when the snow hit the trees, it had more than just the limbs to land on, so it landed on the trees. And I think they lost, you could look it up, something like 30,000 trees had to be cut down as a result of all the limbs broken.
Wow, yeah, I bet that made a lot of paper.
Oh my God! Well, what's such a pity, really? That it's just, what are you going to do? You're not going to sue anybody, but it's a pity they have grown adult trees have to be taken down.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, anything else for the net, Rob?
No, just thought I'd say hello.
Well, very good. I appreciate you checking in. That's Rob, Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra. And where are you exactly? I forget.
Hendersonville.
Oh, yeah, very good. Hendersonville. Crowded place, Hendersonville. It's obviously a nice place to live. And anyway, it's Rob in Hendersonville. Good, big signal, of course. Who else is north? Nobody else north? How about west?
KG4ILV.
I thought I'd never get there, did you?
No, I'm patient.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we after you left, man, we just me and Frank and Mark, we tore up the pea patch talking about nothing.
Is that why they kicked y'all out?
Pretty much. We got there before the police actually got out of the car.
Well, it's good to see the ones there, and Michael, we missed you there this morning.
Yeah, he says he's getting better though. He doesn't have any choice.
Yeah, that's good. That stuff kind of wrecks your gut, but he's taking the right stuff to get his gut bacteria back.
Yeah, hopefully, really. I had this. I've mentioned it before, but I had several years of off and on antibiotics, and due to a pervasive problem, man, it took me 3 years to get rid of the problems that resulted from.
Yeah, and it's even slower the older you get, so you heal up slower.
Yeah, thankfully that's over with, boy. It's that kind of a problem because you don't get a choice. Because if you take a lot of antibiotics, it's going to mess up your intestines and your stomach, and it sucks.
That's true. All right, I'll let you get back to it and get some more checked in. KG4ILV.
Because technically the antibiotics are killing the things that keep you alive.
Probably so.
Anyway, that's Jack. He's in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else west?
KC4 TNQ.
Hey, Charles. Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, doing fine. I had to go shoot some firearms today. I was feeling the need.
Oh, very good. How many rounds did you get off?
Oh, I just took 50, so that took about maybe 15 minutes.
Are those the cheap ones or the expensive ones?
45 caliber, they're all expensive.
Well, 45 and 9 are relatively cheap just due to the proliferation of them,
Yep, and Tuesday I had to have a tooth pulled that I've been having trouble with for almost 2 years now. So kind of a good thing that I had it pulled. It had some infection in there, and it was a good thing it hadn't got down in my jaw yet. So I've been really in the mess that it had.
Oh, yeah. They didn't want to do a root canal?
No, it was cracked, and the orthodontist that looked at it said that the only alternative was to pull it and either an implant or a bridge.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's well, once it's cracked, I think that's the end of the story. You can't put epoxy on it.
Well, a little super glue would hold up for a while, wouldn't it?
Well, that's something I would try. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of aggravated about that, but every time I mashed my teeth, it would hurt, and and I had to be real careful when I was eating. So finally, just went ahead and bit the bullet and had it pulled.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I had it the last time. I think it was one of the times I had a tooth pulled. I was worried about it. So I said, "Oh man, this is gonna hurt." And then so I said, "When are you gonna get it?" And she said, "Well, it's the dentist I had at the time." She said. I said, "Are you going to go ahead and pull that tooth we talked about?" She goes, "I already pulled it out."
Well, yeah, it wasn't too much trouble with the pulling part. It's always the medicine that hurts me. It just aches, when they give you them shots. It's not so much the sting; it's the medicine while it's working. It just, I don't know, it just hurts to me.
Yeah, no, it's all bad, and none of it's good. Just try to imagine before Novocaine when you went to the barber shop that also served as a dentist, and all he owned was pliers.
Yeah, and maybe a hammer.
I can't imagine.
Hit me in the forehead and do what you need.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Well, I had back, and well, you're almost old enough. Do you remember the older dental machines? That had the pulleys and the wires, and they ran kind of low speed.
No, I don't remember those. I always had the air kinds that I went to.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is going back into the 50s, but they didn't have the high-speed drills, and so they were more like if you had a Black & Decker drill bit moving it. I'm going to say couple hundred RPMs.
Yeah, you got to think about it this way. It's the one place you have to pay to get pained.
Yeah, so we're all masochists.
That's what I'm thinking. Y'all have a good evening, Paul. Catch you on the next one. KC4, TNQ.
Very good. That's Charles. Kilo Charlie 4, Tango, November, Quebec. He's one tooth shy of a full mouthful. Well, at least for now he is. Who else is West?
KO4 OTV.
Hey, appreciate you hanging in there, Joel.
Oh yeah, I was messing around here. They've had a few nets going on all through the evening that I've been checking in. They have a statewide net now on the AF14Z repeater that, it's kind of wild because they get some people in there from Australia. I guess they got it linked through, what is that? I forget the name of it. It's not Echo Link, but it's the other one, All-Star, I think it is.
Yeah, it would have to. Well, there may be another one, but All-Star is the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I heard somebody talking about that, but if you get Echo Link or All-Star, you can do the same thing. You don't need that repeater,
Oh yeah, I know. It just seems like there's more activity on it now because you're getting people all across the state now. Kind of like the Tennessee phone net is on 75 meters.
Oh, there'll be people getting tired of that.
It's amazing how many people check into that net.
Which one? Which net are you talking about?
The 80 meter net there on the 3980.
Oh, right. I understand. I've not been on it in ages, so how many do you think they get?
I'd say at least, it's between 110 and 120 most evenings.
Man, that's a lot of people checking in.
It's really impressive. And then they do the states. I haven't really sat there through all of them, but I'm going to be honest, man. There's a lot more people than you imagine on there. I had no idea there was that many until one day I was out here rotating my tires on my truck, and I just sat there and listened to it. And it went on for, I don't know, a good solid hour, it seemed like.
Yeah, it's good, and I don't know. It's a good time killer, isn't it?
Oh, that's a fact.
It's kind of like this net.
Yeah, they all are. It's all in fun, I guess. It's all just, sitting around checking in the nets. But at least this one, we kind of talk a little instead of just throwing your call sign out there, and usually once they call your county, it just moves on to the next one. So, they go through all the counties, and then when they're done with the whole state, then they go through the rest of the states. So it's kind of interesting.
Right. Well, that was my idea from the beginning. Is that local ham radio nets? They need to be more conversational and giving at least giving people an opportunity to talk if they want to. Not everybody likes to do that, but it's a good idea to do that. You get to know people better. You know the deal.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about. You know, it's all in fun.
Oh yeah, no, it is. I mean, I tell this story about a club which will go unnamed at the moment. You may have heard me talk about it. And me and another fella, we said, they're not doing introductions in these meetings. And it was a fairly big organization. And so he raised his hand and says, yeah. And he says, can we do the introductions? Because I noticed there's some new people here. He goes, no. And then he just moved on.
He just didn't want to know anybody, did he?
Well, it was weird, that's all. I mean, why wouldn't you want to do introductions so the new members, so you know who they are and they know who you are,
Oh, absolutely. That's kind of the whole thing of being a ham. You want to. I've noticed that a lot, Dean. I've seen some people on here, man. Or not on this net or in particular, but on HF, I've heard some people on there, man. They just, it's almost like they don't want any new hams coming into the hobby. It's like, what are you supposed to do when y'all are all dead and gone? You're just going to let the hobby die? It's kind of weird how some of them are towards the hobby. It's very strange.
There's a legend guy. It's not a legend, but it's a legendary guy. I never heard him on the air. He passed away before I moved up there to Western New York back in 2009. And he got on. In fact, everybody had fun with it afterwards because he would get on the air to do. I guess it was a net, and his lead into the net was no kids, no lids, no school bus riders. Now we're taking chickens.
Man, how about that? I don't get that mentality. It's it's all about getting people into the hobby. I always thought, and kind of spreading the wealth around, and helping people out, giving them some knowledge on how to do things at times. And with YouTube, it helps a lot nowadays compared to what it used to be like. But they still, there's still stuff that needs to be known. But there's a lot of people out there, man, they're just weird about it.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I find it interesting. What happened here is because it wasn't my intent to start this big net up for the Middle Tennessee. It ended up that way, and so in turn, we put together a pretty good group of people, and including there's I think what the number is. I have to look again. It's close to 200 people on the mailing list. So and whatever I share with what the nets are doing, whatever auctions that come up or whatever, it's. Obviously, it has some worth to a lot of people, even to be on the email list.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's all about connecting. It's not about disconnecting. It's very I don't know, man. I just think people have an ego about it at times, because I hear them talk. We used to have to do code and all this other stuff to get our license and all this. That's great. I envy people that went through all the stuff they had to do to get their ticket or whatever, but it's like, sitting here, discrediting other people just because they didn't have to go through that just seems kind of, I don't know, just kind of a dick move.
Oh, I agree. I used to, because I didn't really feel, no, I didn't. No, not only did I not feel, I was totally unqualified when I first got on the air because I took the tech exam, the general exam, and the extra exam over a period of about 63 days, I think it was. It was about a month apart or so. And that included the 5 words a minute on code, which I just did okay. I'm no whiz at CW. But it cracked me up because people go, oh, man, you're an extra. I go, yeah, it's extra light, man. I didn't even own, at that point, I didn't even own an HF rig.
I did the same thing. I actually ordered my HF rig before I even had my general. So that kind of motivated me into getting it. So within, I guess, a month of each other, for my technician and general, I had like 30 days to get it. So I went ahead and ordered it after I got my technician and went ahead and bought the radio. And it got here right at the same time that I got my general. I didn't have it a day or two. And then I took the test like that evening. And, man, I was so excited to get home and get on it.
Yep, no, I'm with you. The reason I did that is I took the test, the technician test, on a lark. This guy said, hey, you want to take the test? Because that guy I knew, and he was having tests that night, and I just happened to be in his building that day. I said, no, not really. I just started looking at the materials. I got halfway through the book. Nah, it can't hurt. Just take it. So I passed it. I went, oh, man. So I'm not going to, I knew I'd procrastinate if I didn't say, okay, I'm going to do the general, and then I'm going to do it all right now. I'm not going to waste any time because I just knew if I didn't, I'd still be a tech, 10 years later.
And there's a lot of people that are happy with being a tech, and that's fine too, I guess. It's just, how far you want to go, because I've talked to many people, that's all they want.
No, again, there's nothing wrong with that either. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with, I know guys who are techs. One guy up in Buffalo, he's a tech. He knows more about radio than half of the population. He really does. And I know generals who've been a general who are 80 years old. He's been a general for 50 years, and he could care less. It's just he's happy in those bands. I mean, what's it to me to tell him he's dumb?
Right. I mean, that's the way I am. I feel fine being a general. I mean, my radio is set up to where it won't allow me to transmit out of band. It has that feature in it, so I don't have to worry about being out of band if I do accidentally transmit.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Well, anyway, let me get rolling here, Joel. Anything else for the net?
Nope, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. KO4 OTV. Back to net.
Joel was number 24. That's KO4 OTV. He's in the west of Ashland City out there in the Northwest Territory. Who else is anywhere?
Kilo 1 Juliet Tango Bravo.
Okay, do I have that right? Kilo 1 Juliet Tango Bravo. What's the first name there?
Hey, Paul, it's been a very long time since we've spoken, but this is John Branham down in Brentwood, Tennessee.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, your call changed too, so that also threw me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I had a really great day. Got 200 feet of LM 213 or whatever it is, and finally straightened out my tower, fixed it, put it back up, and I've rewired everything. So now we're rolling.
Sounds good. Sounds like you're doing all right, though. I see your stuff every once in a while on Facebook.
Yeah, roger that. Mostly kid stuff.
Yeah, it's all good though. Having a family's good stuff. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be able to be a part of this net again, and to be able to talk to you as well.
Yeah, you sound great, and you're still in the same place.
Yeah, roger that. Down on Sunset Road behind the Governor's Club.
Oh, cool. Well, it sounds like you got a lot going on though, from what I remember from your Facebook stuff.
Yeah, a lot of kid stuff. Like I said, a lot of we got sports and school, and 2 boys is fun, man. But 3 and 5, it's a wild ride.
Wait a minute, say that again. How old are they?
3 and 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that takes a lot of energy, quite honestly.
But yeah, like you were saying though, like I'm a technician and I've almost refused to get anything upgraded because I wanted to I wanted to see how many awards I could get without getting an upgrade. And so far I've hit DXCC 3 times, and I've got almost every other award you can imagine. I mean, if you look at the QRZ page, it's pretty insane, because most people are like, well, how do you do that as just a technician? It's like, well, you just keep trying at it and keep doing stuff, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's why I say I never give it a second thought. I could not tell you. The only one I can tell you what rating. I mean, what test they've taken is if they tell me, because otherwise I don't care. If we're on the net, that it doesn't matter, and I'm not impressed if somebody has extra. I have extra, and I'm not impressed by that either.
I mean, it's great. I think it's awesome if you have an extra. It's great if you're general, but like, I think if you have the bare minimum, but you're able to get as many awards as some people, then that to me is more impressive than if you're an extra and you know everything.
Oh yeah, well, you know everything. That's a far cry from where I am. I'll mention it again. There's a fella down in Florida. I don't recall his last name. He's handicapped. He's stuck in a wheelchair. And people helped him put antennas up. He's been a very active hand. And he decided he was going to prove that you don't need a big tower and you don't need a big antenna. And he's got some verticals that are hidden in a very restrictive HOA he lived in. And so he's got them, they're hidden in trees and running down a fence line with wire antennas. He worked 10,000 QSOs in a 12-month period.
That's pretty awesome. I think I've been licensed for, I don't know, I want to say 2.5 years, and I've got about 14,000 QSOs so far.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, if people, there's a guy, I don't recall he's in Europe. He worked DXCC on 70 centimeters. It took him his whole life.
That is awesome.
Can you imagine what perseverance you have to do that?
Yeah, roger that. Well, I just sent you a QRC request, so if you don't mind confirming, if not, I understand, but I don't want to type in that for too long. I'm just super excited to be back and be a part of it. So, K4PEW, K1JQB.
Very good, John. Glad to have you there. That's K1 Juliet Tango Bravo, and his name's John, and John Brandon. That's terrific. He changed his call, so I didn't recognize that at all. And he's in Brentwood. Is that correct? I want to make sure I got that right.
QSL Paul down in Brentwood, Tennessee. K1JQB.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was Brentwood. Well, very good. Thanks, John. Anybody else?
And for DJG.
You are number 25 there, Don.
Oh, well, how you doing there, Mr. Paul?
Oh, I'm wore out. I'm getting old.
Dude, let me tell you. So didn't I go to Tullahoma this year? That's too much going on here. And so I was out doing yard work today, and I'm going to swing the chainsaw around, and I bought an electric one thinking, well, I don't have to worry about putting gas in it, mixing it, and all that. That battery's heavy, man. I was swinging that around all afternoon. I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Oh, yeah. What's the length on the chain? What's the length on the bar?
It's a 16-inch bar. It's one of those Ego ones. It has the best rating. And I already have like 3 other batteries for some other equipment that are the same. So I said, well, I'll get a battery, an extra charger, and I got 3 batteries for this chainsaw, so it should last me a while. And yeah, it definitely has.
Well, I learned my lesson about I had 2 electric, relatively small chainsaws, and I realized that I gave up on that. I have 2 sitting in the shed, 2 chainsaws I never use because I bought a Poland chainsaw, a decent chainsaw, gas engine. It works great. And I don't care if it weighs, because swinging those chainsaws around with a cord is just as bad.
Yeah, this is batteries, so no cord, thank goodness. But I wouldn't have bought a corded one. I have too big of property for that. But I don't have enough to justify, all the gas stuff. Like I'll use it once a year maybe. I'm just using it a lot now because I'm trying to clean up the rest of the debris from the ice storm. And while we were cleaning out all those trees, which the guys did, what they quoted, there's a bunch of other saplings and vegetation and a lot of little, mostly saplings that were growing under where those trees were. So I had to go and chop those out with a chainsaw. They were too big to dig up. And a couple other minor trees that had to go, so I did that today. And I got to cut it up in little logs and put it on the burn pile, which I started doing this afternoon. And I'll try to finish it up tomorrow. I won't burn it, obviously, but hopefully it all doesn't blow into my neighbor's yard with a big wind.
Oh, yeah. Well, thankfully, Mount Juliet, I think we talked about that before. They pick up all the limbs, 100% of them. They're real good about it. They have a regular schedule, and they notify you when they're coming.
Yeah, well, that's one of the trade-offs I made when I moved out to the county, right? I got rid of the HOA and all the city stuff and traded it for, I got to do my own maintenance for that kind of stuff. So it's no big deal. I'll burn it. I didn't even get a permit, but it's free, so I'll just go and get one on Monday morning. And we'll see where we are during the week. I'll still burn a little bit at a time. It's no big deal.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, but the fires can be bad. Fires can be pretty bad if you're not handling them properly. If you have a lot of wood, I mean, I spare you the story, but I laugh every time I think of it. We almost get out of hand. It's almost started a forest fire. It was so big.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with fire. Know my way around it pretty well. And the wife was going to start piling these limbs in this spot in the backyard. And I'm like, what are you doing there? Well, this will be the burn pile. I'm like, to hell it is. Look up. There's all my antenna wires. Put them over here.
Oh, wow. Well, you got anything else for the net there, Don? It's good to hear from you.
Nah, that's it, man. I'm not going back to work. That's for sure. They were going to call me back, but they decided to hire somebody from Kenya because they were half as cheap. So I'm back to sitting home playing A again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to believe, I don't know crap about the people that hire from overseas to do IT work, but I can't believe they have the same width and breadth of technical knowledge that we do in this country.
They don't. And I understand where this organization's coming from. And they have like nobody. I mean, like Trump and Rubio just decimated them. Like, I don't know how they're going to survive. I was willing to take their money because it's money. Yeah, they need somebody full time. At my salary level, it would be the part-time gig. But they're going to have fun replacing somebody with my knowledge, and especially the institutional knowledge I have there. But I built two of their biggest systems, and I'm the one who knows how it works. And good luck with that.
Yeah, well, there isn't any good replacement for experience. I mean, there's nothing that can top it. If you've got the experience and you know which screw to turn, you know which, you know what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. It's a whole world of difference. Somebody else is going to be scratching their butt with both hands trying to figure out what's wrong.
Oh no, I dig it, dude. But I'm gonna tell you, since I've been retired, I've sent out 53 different resumes. I applied for 53 different jobs. I got 3 responses from obviously Indian scammers, and that was it. I can't get past the AI and the H-1B visas. That's the IT landscape right now. It's horrible. So, if I find something that comes up, great. If I don't, well, no loss.
Yeah, I got it. Well, you don't want to take a job that's I don't want to say beneath you, but it's insulting to work under conditions where you're just replacing disk drives.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of over. I mean, I would do that job. I mean, I'm not picky at, where I get my money from, especially because I know it's not a career. It's just a temporary thing. I really only want to go back to work so I can buy a new HF amp because mine is pretty not working. So I was hoping to take some of that money and buy a nice new shiny amp, or at least a nice new to me amp. But yeah, well, that's on hold for now. So I'm just gonna throw all my weight into the VHF UHF. So that's the plan. Get these sticks cleaned up, and then after that, my time is mine to get all this antenna work done.
Sounds good. Let's hope you get it done in quick order. Anything else, Don?
Nah, brother, I appreciate what you're doing. I hear you out there all the time during the day. Sometimes I just can't get the microphone in time, but enjoy your evening, my friend, and the rest of your weekend. All the best. That's 4DJ.
Yep, that's November for Delta Juliet Tango, and that's Don, and he's in Binocular. Anybody else? I don't have my cheat sheet with me, so I'm going to skip the long, drawn-out. We'll just skip to the, is there anybody who is, I don't even know what I did with it. My normal cheat sheet for my last call, but is there anybody else out there, north, south, east, or west, including the end-time survivalists and the Bigfoot believers? All right, because there's all the Bigfoot believers are busy looking for Bigfoot. All right, we're going to move right over to 144-240, upper sideband, 144-240. We'll see you there. I'm here on 144-240 looking for check-ins. We'll just go ahead and do it. Started from the south. Please come now.
Kilo Echo 4, Tango Yankee Juliet.
Very good. Big signal out of Kilo Echo 4, Tango Yankee Juliet. That's Jimmy in Woodbury. Who else? Who else is south? Nobody. All right. East.
KM4YRF.
Very good. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. That's Mike here in Mount Juliet. Who else? From east? East or north?
KD4GON.
KD4GON. That's Danny in Station Camp. Good signal. Who else is north?
WB0NOM.
All right, we got the B0 November Oscar Oscar. It's Mark in Northwest Wilson. Who was the other person just jumped in there?
KQ4OMI.
Thought it was you. KQ4OMI. That's Danny in Hendersonville. Who else?
Alpha Kilo 4 Golf 0.
Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra. Good to have you in there. That's Rob in Hendersonville. Good signal. Who else is north?
KD4CVE.
KD4CV. Everybody sounds so good on 2 meter upper side, man. That's Greg in Hendersonville. Who else? Who else north?
KD4VEW.
Very good. We got Carlin, KD4VUW in Angeltown, Bethpage. Very, very good signal. Readable, a little lower than the others, but still very readable. Who else is north? What happened to Eric? Is he going out of town again? All right. Anybody else north? Over to the west.
KG4 ILV.
Very good. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Jack over in Donaldson. Who else is west?
November 4 Delta Juliet Tango.
Very good. Big signal from Don in Bon Aqua in November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Big signal considering the distance. Are you just using the vertical there, Don?
This is vertical at 938 feet.
Well, that's the reason. I mean, you're even your signal it goes downhill to me. You know, at 680. You know.
Yeah, I got the only thing I have is the ridge that puts Brentwood and Franklin in the shadow. But other than that, yeah.
Must be working okay though. Anyway, that's in November 4 Delta Juliet Tango Don in Bon Aqua. Who else is west?
KC4 TNQ.
Oh boy, good sharp signal there. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. That's Charles and West Nashville. Anybody else west? Anybody, anyplace, anywhere? Yeah, that's a normal number for us. Is that we had 12 in there. Anybody else before we move on to 50.135? I'm not hearing anybody else. Does anybody hear anybody that I haven't heard? All righty. Then we're going to move over to 50.135. We'll see you there. If you're there, Michael, would you announce it on 2 meters, please? Alrighty, I'm here on 50.135 K4PEW net control. Who else is, we're going to start again from the south. Anybody south? How about south or east?
KM4YRF.
Very good. Michael in Mount Juliet, KM4YRF. Who else is east? I hear voices out there in the far distant, but I don't think they're us. Anybody else east? How about north? KD4GON. We got Danny in there. So relatively low signal, but very readable. Who else is north?
WB0NOL. Boy, is Danny fast.
There were 3 people jumping in at the same time. Let me take Mark first. That's November. Man, I gotta get my story straight. Whiskey Bravo 0. That was you, wasn't it, Mark?
Yep, that was me.
Okay, very good. I was pretty sure it was. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. That's over up in north by the lake. Who else is north?
KQ4 OMI.
Ah, very good. KQ4 OMI. Yeah, you're going to have to take some doing to keep up with Danny. The other Danny, I mean.
Lots to do up here.
That's all right. Very good, Danny. Anything else for the net?
No, glad to be here.
Very good. That's Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar OMI. It's Oscar Mike. Can't read my own writing here. Oscar Mike India in Hendersonville. Who else was north? Anybody else north? How about west?
KO4 Oscar Tango Victor.
Ah, very good. KO4 Oscar Tango Victor. That's Joel up there in the northwest. Where else? Or who else? Anybody else? Oh, I hear somebody there. Say that again, please. Ah, very good. Yeah, it's a very low signal tonight there, Charles. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango, November, Quebec. I should have recognized your voice. It's not terrible. It's just that I had to really pay attention to hear you. But a good signal anyway. I mean, in spite of the... Well, it's good audio. It wasn't like there was a lot of noise in there. It was just a relatively low audio. Who else is any place, anywhere? Okay, we had a whopping 7 in there tonight, so we had no big deal. Doesn't matter how many. It's usually low on 6 meters anyway. I guess if we get everybody on verticals at the same time, which I'm not, it would be easier, but I don't think we're going to ever get to that point. Anyway, I'm just glad everybody's there. Okay, we're going to go over to 220 and go from there unless I hear somebody else screaming. All right, good night, everybody, and we'll make sure to take a look at the, what do you call it there, the YouTube page where I had a little image ad up there that probably upset some people, so I don't care.